Who is Malik Nabers? Tell me about him, because there's so much of a conversation about him physically being better than Marvin Harrison Jr. and also just whether he's a good fit for certain organizations, personality-wise. What can you tell me about him?
To me, I love his personality. He's such a competitor. You know, the one thing that I think separates him is his versatility. He can play in the slot. He can play out at the X. He can play into the boundary as a singled-up receiver. He has the ability to beat one-on-one coverage, and obviously his ability to run after the catch and his explosiveness. But I think the best thing about him is who he is as a competitor. He loves to compete. In practice, he's diving for balls in the red zone in one-on-one. You know, there's never a time that he doesn't want to compete.
Do you tell him to dial it back when he's doing it?
Yeah, I try to, but sometimes with these ultra-competitive kids, it doesn't matter. They want to win the drill. And, you know, we played in the bowl game, and he played in the bowl game. I mean, when some of the kids, you know, choose not to play in these bowl games, he wanted to play in the bowl game. And I just think that says a lot about a guy that understands competition and team and how that importance is to him. And that's what you're going to get with Malik Nabers.
Well, where do you think he's going?
I mean, if he makes it past number 6, I'd be very surprised. But again, I don't have any firsthand knowledge other than talking to schools that, or programs, excuse me, that are very, very, I think, committed to that kind of player. And I know New York really, really likes him and his makeup.
Okay, and I mean, obviously, I know you're biased, but I'll still ask the question anyway. Pound the table for him to go the first receiver. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think, how do you go wrong with a Marvin Harrison or a Malik Nabers? They complement what is on your roster, so you can't double one of them. Whoever that other NFL player is on your roster, right, who's going to be a big-time player, you can't double them, because now whoever gets doubled, the other guy is going to tear you up on the other side. So either one of those guys, wherever they go, complement that roster so well. So I just don't think that there's that much of a difference between the two. They're both premier players. I think if either one of them fell to either, you know, NFL team, they're going to be high-fiving in that draft room no matter who it is.
LSU head coach Brian Kelly here on the Rich Eisen Show, and then Brian Thomas Jr. Obviously lost amongst all of this burning spotlight for these two kids that we just discussed right here. I'll give you the floor on him.
Well, ascending in my eyes, you know, long, athletic, and he's not a guy that just runs the 9 route. I mean, everybody kind of looks at him as a deep ball threat, but elusiveness, difficult to bring down. I think a couple of times people talk about maybe a drop here or there. Those are focus drops. Those aren't. He doesn't have great hands. He will make the acrobatic catch down the field, and he will be another nightmare matchup for anybody when the ball is thrown down the field. And I think he's only going to get better.
Yeah, I think he's gonna hear his name called tonight. I think I
do too. I think
you do believe that, right?
I really truly believe it based upon conversations that I have that he will be a first rounder as well.
Would you please share with me, who did you have these conversations with? Because I'm sure tons of fans would love to know about this kid too.
I don't think he gets past you know, the mark of Philadelphia, for example,
where they're currently sitting right now.
Yeah, I don't think it gets any deeper than that. But you know, that's the kind of player he is. He's gonna be available. You know, no deeper than that, and maybe somebody says, you know what, we need this guy on our roster, and he goes sooner.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.